Good morning, fans of Snowman in the Morning. My name is Droid. You know me as the hockey god. Unfortunately, Snowman will not be joining us. He is going through a bit of a rough patch right now, but I assure you that he will bounce back. He always does, and he always has. Now let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, yeah! Welcome to the fantastic Football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. My name is Joy, also known as the Hockey God. I'm joined by Mr. Victor Locke, a.k.a. Vicola, on this version of Snowman in the Morning. This first hour of Snowman in the Morning is brought to you by, you guessed it, Invader Coffee. Fuel for the fearless.
Yes, indeed. Before we go any further, I do need to bring up a little bit of somber news that we found out yesterday. Virginia McCaskey, matriarch of the Chicago Bears, passed away yesterday at the age of, get this, 102.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look, I know we've made all types of jokes at Virginia's expense about the Bears' woes and everything, but also got to acknowledge the fact that this woman not only lived a century, but also held one of the highest titles of any NFL football team, being the owner. So rest in peace, power in paradise, Miss McCaskey. You've earned your rest.
Indeed. And again, another shout out to Brian, sadly unable to make it to the show today. It's unfortunate, but things happen. We digress.
Yep.
And again, I hope everything is okay with Brian. I don't like doing show takeovers. This is not a show takeover. I'm going to be very honest. It's not a takeover of the show. This is just me covering.
We're just filling in for right now. We're just filling in for right now.
You'd think, this would be a day full of joy and all that because, it's our last show before we kick off Super Bowl weekend. And as you see, I got my Champions shirt on and I'm ready to kick it.
He's ready for a three-peat. He's ready
I'm
for
ready
it.
to get my fourth shirt. I'm ready to get my fourth Super Bowl champion shirt.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe one that I can wear too, instead of that one that's like a size too small.
I'm just lying on the couch because I can't do much else right now.
Jay joins us on the Fanatics Feedback Zone. How you doing this morning, Jay?
How you doing, Jay?
We have 4 new Hall of Fame additions.
All right.
Antonio Gates, Jared Allen, Joshua High's preschool,
Mm-hmm.
Sterling Sharp, and Eric Allen.
That's
a
pretty
tight
nice.
end, a wide receiver, an offensive lineman, and a defensive end. Or was he a quarterback? Corner. Yeah. I think he was a corner, correct?
Yeah, I think it was a corner.
The big dog, Shane Lake, joins us. Say, what's good, boys? How you doing, Shane?
How's it going, Shane?
It is great to see you. It is great to see everybody here, honestly. And it's a football Friday. So I'm going to ignore what Shaner posted earlier this week. That was the All-Star team selections where Shaq made the most disappointing decision I have ever seen. And that was selecting LeBron. I'm already tired.
You're already tired because you just heard LeBron's name one time.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how you feel when you're working at a job and everybody's a LeBron fan. And I do mean everybody.
I would hate it.
You'll want to tear your hair out. No, I like the selections. I like the selections.
And of course, yeah, the NFL honors that happened as well. Your 2024 season winners, the defensive rookie of the year, honestly, very, very deserved. Jared Verse from the Rams wins your defensive rookie of the year.
Okay.
And then offensive rookie of the year, say really a surprise. Jaden Daniels wins offensive rookie of the year. Kevin O'Connell wins coach of the year. Great work for him in the Vikings organization, bringing that team back near the top of the NFC North. Eric Armstead won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Patrick Surtain II, no matter how many times Snowman dogged on him for being on the Broncos, won Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, you know who it is. You and I both know who won Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. So it wasn't even Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, who everyone kept saying that's what the race was. They kept saying the race was going to be between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Some said Lamar Jackson was going to repeat.
Unfortunately, I hate to poop on your parade, but we still have the MVP. I said Saquon won OPOY.
Oh, that's right.
Josh Allen is your regular season MVP.
You know what? That's actually deserved. Josh Allen was absolutely the most outstanding player for the Bills and the most valuable player for the Bills. I don't think that the Bills get to the playoffs if it was any other quarterback than Josh Allen. He shows he's got that grit.
And then this one's a bit controversial to a lot of people. Comeback Player of the Year. For the second year in a row, quarterback wins it.
Which quarterback?
Joe Burrow.
Controversial some. I don't have a problem with it because I can kind of see it. Joe Burrow has had a
I
great
heard
year.
my pinky versus Damar Hamlin dying, and then 2 seasons later coming off and having a career year.
He did have a great year.
He had a career year, Damar Hamlin. He had an amazing year. Even as a Chiefs fan, I will say he had a great year.
That's true. That's true.
But I respect Kevin O'Connell with all my heart. But Dan Quinn needed that. Dan Quinn deserved to have Coach of the Year because Dan Quinn's Commanders were projected to win 6 games the entire year. They were projected to win 6 games, and they ended up making the playoffs.
Right.
They took a 4-13 team, 14-6, beat the number 1 seed in the NFC with a rookie quarterback in his first year as Washington head coach.
I think the
That's good
Stars.
coaching.
I would say this: the Stars almost aligned for the Commanders this year. I mean, to basically go from being one of the laughing stocks to basically being one of the front runners. And I honestly said, and I said this with Snowman yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders don't run it back next year and possibly take the NFC East title handedly.
So, another thing I wanted to point out was the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh boy. I think nobody watches.
I'm watching this year. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm watching. Big Dog Shane Lake says, have a great show today, fellas. I'll be on air with you Monday. Be warned, Ray Ray is getting an earful from the father. Hashtag say Ray Ray's soul.
Well, I'm sure Ray gonna get an earful because the detective has a warrant for his arrest for public drunkenness.
And Shane says, I'm okay with Allen getting MVP. He was the better QB and was working with a lot less in the wide receiver court. That's true.
That's true.
But the thing is, you got to realize Khalil Shakir is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league.
That is true as well.
Khalil Shakir is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. So I need people to stop undermining them, you know?
No, I agree with you.
But so I don't even know what to say about this or really anything in terms of the halftime show, except I'm happy Kendrick got it.
Right.
But Wayne deserved it.
Yeah.
This is in New Orleans. Wayne's home.
Yes.
Where he dropped the Carter 3 was in New Orleans. And yet they give it to Kendrick. I ain't mad.
Just disappointed.
just a bit disappointed. But Kendrick said it best. He said, I used to bump the Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Basically saying that he felt like Lil Wayne was undermining his hard work, the work that got him to be a Super Bowl halftime performer.
Right.
And the thing that I find the problem is that you're letting Jay-Z pick the Super Bowl halftime performances. But do you know why Jay-Z picks it?
Why?
It's because it started with Rihanna. Rihanna was not going to come on the Super Bowl halftime show unless Jay-Z asked her to do so, and she even told the media.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jay-Z asked, so she gave him what she gave him what they wanted.
I remember that.
And that's what started basically people saying Jay-Z picks the halftime show.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got guys like The Weeknd coming on a couple years back when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I don't remember who it was for. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't that. That was Shakira. That was the first one. That was the Shakira Super Bowl. You know, when they were basically half naked on stage.
Right.
Not like anyone's complaining, though.
No. It's Shakira.
It was like Shakira and somebody else. I don't remember. And then you had The Weeknd for an iconic halftime performance. I think that was Chiefs Bucks that Super Bowl.
Was it the one? Did they win that? Did they win that Super Bowl? Or do you know if the Chiefs won Super Bowl? Because the Bucks beat them. So
it wasn't a Chiefs win. I just remember the Weeknd Super Bowl halftime show because it created one of the most iconic memes.
Gotcha.
It created like the Hall of Mirrors joke with the Weeknd not knowing where he is.
Right.
That was a really funny. That was really funny to me.
Right.
I'm gonna actually quickly look this up. Some live research. That was Super Bowl LIV. And if I'm looking at this, this says LIV. So I was right. It was Super Bowl LIV, which is the 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl.
Okay.
I think. I mean, it says champions, so I hope so. But you go to look at the full, like, everybody's halftime show performances. I think I think the pioneer was what Mike Jack.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was the basically the creator of the halftime show.
I think so.
Because when he came on, they were like, everyone went crazy.
Yes.
I think it was sometime in the 90s. Yeah, it was Super Bowl. It was the Bills Cowboys Super Bowl. Where the Cowboys absolutely dominated the Bills 52-17. Wasn't that the Jim Kelly curse too?
Oh yeah, I think that was
where he went to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yep.
Yeah, because they faced the Redskins in the previous Super Bowl. It started with Michael Jackson. And he played Jam, Billie Jean, Black or White, We Are the World, and Heal the World.
Okay, yeah.
And then after that, it was Diana Rose.
And
then they had Stevie Wonder.
Right.
And after that, it was just one person or a couple people. It started at the Ravens Giants Super Bowl, the 2000 Super Bowl in Tampa, where it was Aerosmith and NSYNC, which is definitely a interesting
interesting little mix up right there.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. And then you had U2 at the Superdome. And then you had Shania Twain. And No Doubt, with special guests being Sting. Which I hate Sting.
You hate Sting?
Do you know why?
No.
It's because he went on air to claim, he loves Juice WRLD's rendition of Shape of My Heart.
Okay.
And yet it got copyrighted, and so all the money that Lucid Dreams makes goes straight to Sting.
Oh wow. Okay, so underhanded tactic.
And then the Houston Super Bowl is one we would like to forget.
Which one is that?
Janet Jackson.
I was gonna say that's what everyone talks about, but kind of wants to forget.
P. Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, Justin Timberlake, and Jessica Simpson.
The JT Janet Jackson fiasco.
And then after that, it was Paul McCartney, or Sir James Paul McCartney. And then it was the Rolling Stones in Detroit. This was a huge one, I know, for a lot of people, and it was Prince. When Prince came in the halftime show, everyone knew, okay,
now it's getting real.
This is getting real.
Now it's getting good.
And I think he brought out Florida A&M too, for that halftime show. Yeah. And then you had Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen and the E String Band, and the Miami Horns. And then you had the Who. And then you had the Cowboys Stadium. Well, the former Cowboys Stadium with the Black Eyed Peas, where they brought out Usher, Slash, and a bunch of marching bands. They had Madonna.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Oh, God.
You had Bruno Mars with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I love Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. Chad Smith
Yep.
legendary drummer.
Yes.
Then you had the Katy Perry cringe Super Bowl halftime show. And then you had Coldplay, which brought back Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
Right.
Then you had Lady Gaga. Then you had Timberlake again. Then it was Maroon 5. And then this is how it goes. So you see this. This is LIV.
Mm-hmm.
I was right. That was Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
J-Lo.
Where they also brought up Spanish rapper, Puerto Rican, and the king of Latin trap, Bad Bunny, for that show.
Shouldn't
and
he
then
be fighting
after that, I was correct. It was the Chiefs Bucks Super Bowl where the weekend came out.
Wait. Bad Bunny was at a Super Bowl halftime show. Should he be out there fighting Damian Priest to the death?
And then you had SoFi Stadium, which the last two Super Bowls were a bit suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Because the home team ended up winning, because the Bucks won in Raymond James Stadium, and then the Rams won in SoFi Stadium. Which in SoFi Stadium, you knew that was going to be a whole West Coast reunion. That was Dre, Snoop, M, Kendrick, 50, and Anderson.
Yep.
Put some respect on Anderson. Yeah, Mary J. Blige as well.
Oh, yes.
The queen of R&B.
Man, that woman took the music industry by storm.
And then you got Rihanna after that.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs won that Super Bowl. And then after that was Usher. Brought out Alicia Keys, Jermaine Dupri, her, will.i.am, Lil Jon, Ludacris, and Sonic Boom of the South, aka Jackson State University's marching band.
Okay.
And this year, this is the only two people we have confirmed. He might bring out a whole lot of other people. He might bring out Dodie. He might bring out like a lot of people from the GNX album, like Dodie, Peso, just to name a couple. But the only ones is Kendrick and SZA.
Okay.
SZA was announced for the Super Bowl, and she's currently considered the queen of rap.
Okay.
But I don't disagree with that, but we move on, because I don't want this clip to get out and people cancel me. SZA's a great artist. Kendrick's a great artist.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I think Kendrick and SZA are supposed to be on tour.
That could be more reasons to why they're working the Super Bowl circuit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I want to go back for a little second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we also had the Grammys that happened.
Oh, right.
And I think we'll talk about that after we come back.
Yeah, we gotta take a break.
We do. It's gonna be a long show, folks, but trust me, we will get through it. We'll be back after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to Snowman in the Morning. My name is Joy, joined by Victor Locke. You know, I think you said you needed to say something earlier, didn't you?
I did.
You
shows
did.
Shows how my brain is. I actually don't really get into the whole Super Bowl halftime show thing, but I think when Kendrick Lamar did Not Like Us, I think it really shocked the music industry. Now that's a big reason why he is, doing the Super Bowl halftime show, because it's something that you cannot ignore.
Yeah, and the fact that it won. It won 5 Grammys. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 Grammys.
5 Grammys.
For a single song. It's the first ever diss track to do so.
If I could, let me go ahead and go through some NBA scores real quick for those who still watch the NBA. The NBA scores from yesterday's games go this way. Mavericks over the Celtics, 127-120. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Rockets, 127-114. Astros asleep. The Denver Nuggets take over the Magic, 112-90. The Portland Trailblazers beat the Kings, 108-102. The Golden State Warriors lose in heartbreaking fashion to the LA Lakers, 120-112. And the Indiana Pacers take beat the LA Clippers 119-112. Today's games go this way. Cavaliers go to Washington, take on the Wizards. The San Antonio Spurs go to the East Coast. Yes.
I'm just gonna let you know that at halftime, that after the first quarter in that Pacers Clippers game, you wanna know what the lead was?
What was it?
42-22 Clippers.
Oh my God! How did they lose then?
Because after the second quarter and at halftime, it was 64-61 Pacers.
They forgot how to shoot the ball, or what?
It's James Harden. What do you expect?
Fair enough. Spurs take on the Hornets in Charlotte. The Bucks go to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. The Heat go to the Shadow Realm, aka the Barclays Center, to take on the Brooklyn Nets. The Philadelphia Sixers go to Detroit to take on the Pistons. The Raptors go to OKC to take on the Thunder, and the Jazz take on the Suns in the desert. That is your docket for those who care about the NBA still. All right.
You said so. Back to what you wanted to say. It wasn't about the whole Grammy stuff. It was about the NBA and the All-Star game.
Oh, do I need to go back into that? All right.
So we're gonna have a little bit of the random musings of
All right. So
what's this episode name?
I did it yesterday, but I'll do it again. Lack of consequences for subpar play. Here's what I mean. The dunk contests back when I was a kid used to be a spectacle. You just something that my entire family watched. It was our main event. Yeah, we watched the actual All-Star game, but we were really just there for the dunk contest. And you had people like Clyde Drexler.
That's my bad.
Okay.
I was trying to switch tabs and I said click space. That is my bad.
It's all good.
Continue.
You had Dominique Wilkins, you had Clyde Drexler, you had Michael Jordan, of course. And all these guys, one, made their dunks, and two, were creative with their dunks. Now you have none but just garbage littering the court, calling it props. Everything from a phone booth to a car. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to put a stand-in for the Empire State Building at some point to be something to dunk over.
Kai Cenat.
Yes. But then here's the crazy part. I thought, all right, you know what? That's the new thing. Fine. Here's where I got upset. You get 3 dunks. Actually, let me pull up. I'm doing some live research here for y'all, folks. Make sure I'm doing this right. What are the rules for the dunk contest?
Don't miss.
Well, that's the thing. I think you get points even if you miss.
What?
Yeah.
No, hold on. I don't think I heard you correctly, sir.
Okay.
You get points even if you miss?
Yes, I believe you do. Let's see. 2 rounds. How the scoring work. The 4 contestants each get 2 dunks. Each getting 2 dunk entries in the first round with scores for each dunk of the night ranging from a maximum of 50 to a minimum of 30. The 2 contestants with the highest combined score for their 2 dunks advance to the finals. Here we go.
Here we go. Player vertical, the difference between the player's mid-hip height when they jump and their peak mid-hip height. This is the factors that the judges consider.
Mm-hmm.
Hang time, how long the player is in the air, how fast the ball is moving when it passes through the rim, how far the ball travels. So basically the ball speed is like strength of the dunk. How much does it come down?
Right.
Ball movement, basically how far it travels during the dunk, and artistic ability, how creative and imaginative the dunk is, body flow, how well the player's body moves during the dunk, and how the crowd responds. So to get a perfect 50, you have to have a high vertical, long hang time. You have to slam it into the rim like your Shaq.
Yep.
You got to make that ball travel You have to be really creative.
Yes.
Your body has to move perfectly, and the fans have to go
crazy for it.
That's how you get a 50. I'm tired, and you know what? I'm gonna leave it to you to express my frustration too.
Players get 3 attempts to complete each of their dunks in both rounds. Now, I remember somewhere, I gotta see if I can find it again, but I remember somewhere that if you miss a dunk, mind you, have 3 attempts to make the dunk. 3. If you miss a dunk, you still get points. What is that?
Oh yeah, because the player vertical, the hang time, the ball movement, the artisticness of it.
If that's too much for you, don't attempt that dunk. It's just that simple. Because the thing is that what you're missing is the dunk. You're supposed to put the ball in the basket on your dunk. And if that doesn't happen, then guess what? You get 0.
You get nothing. You lose. Yeah. Good day, sir.
Exactly. You get nothing. It's just that simple.
But I think they also need to start in, like, I like the G League inclusion because there's definitely not many people in the NBA who are good at dunking.
Fair.
But there's one guy who I remember a long way back who never even played a single game in the NBA. And he dunked over Shaq behind the back with his arm.
Right.
And his name is Jordan Kilganon.
Yeah, you still get a point. I'm just looking at it now. If the dunk is missed after 3 tries, the judge can attribute maximum 1 point per sub-criteria.
But yeah, Jordan Kilganon. You got to get guys like that to revive that, because he does some crazy dunks. He does behind the back. He does through the legs behind the back. Like, I think what I'm going to predict now is that at the dunk contest, we're going to see somebody throw the ball between their legs over their head and try and slam it.
See, I wouldn't mind that. If you jump, throw the ball between your legs, you catch it behind your back, and you slam it, I wouldn't mind that. That actually looks like something I would enjoy. That's something I would enjoy. Yes. And honestly, if you miss that more than once, I wouldn't be surprised, because that's a very difficult dunk to do. I'm not giving you points if you miss all 3 times, but I'll definitely give you a good score if you.
I'll give you props.
Yes.
If you attempt it, but you get you get maximum points. Even if the crowd is very lackluster, I'm just gonna say y'all hating. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a great dunk. That was an amazing dunk and definitely worthy of max score. But it's just, to me, it's like we're giving individuals points for not even completing the assignment. I mean, when you were at school and you didn't do your homework, did you get points for not doing your homework?
No,
you got a 0.
I got a 0 and I got a whooping.
Exactly. As you should.
It was a 2-for-1 deal. Listen. When you failed in school, you got the 2-for-1 deal. If you had parents who knew discipline, you got the 2-for-1 deal. You got a whooping and you got a 0.
Right. That's how it should be. That's like the same thing with this play-in tournament now, the play-in round. Now instead of being the top 8 seeds, now it's the top 10, because 9 and 10 get to play against each other, and then they get into No, they failed. They should not be in. No. They failed.
They lose.
Tell them to go home and try again next year. It's that simple.
That's what the NHL gets right, is playoffs.
Right.
Playoffs?
Exactly.
Talking about playoffs.
It's just upsetting that I have to see these rule changes simply because we don't want people to feel bad. Really? I thought this is where the toughest play, the toughest of tough. And we talk about, I think it's the NHL All-Star game is a cash prize, right? Is there one?
Was there even an All-Star game this year?
I don't know. Is theirs before or after the NBA's? Because usually the NBA's like comes at the beginning, I think, and then like after that is either NHL's or MLB's.
Oh yeah, okay. So the thing is, I think the NHL is playing the right card. They are not doing an All-Star game this year.
Oh.
They replaced it with the Four Nations face-off.
Right.
Which is perfect.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I like that call from the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you the genuine best of the best, and you have a reason to fight because it's for your home country.
There's pride there. Which brings to my other point. Because people have been saying, what do you really play for in the All-Star game? And I'm like, how about
money?
Pride? How about pride? This is where I'm kind of old school, like Snowman.
I think that's what the problem with like the new, like the NBA Next Up versus the NBA World.
Mm-hmm.
Because every year, I don't think the NBA prospects have really won that, have they?
I don't think so. I'm
sorry, I'm listening to the Six Invitational, and they're like, I thought they'd be talking about, Siege and these plays. They're talking about Hector Salamanca from Breaking Bad.
Really?
That's weird. But back to the All-Star game. I think NBA scrap the whole All-Star game and have grit players from G League and the NBA to play for their nation. The USA, led by Curry, Durant.
Mm-hmm.
The Canada, led by Shea. Like
right.
USA, but even though USA will win it, it doesn't matter.
Right. But I think now that you have the in-play tournament, and then you would have, I guess you would scrap the All-Star game for this. Would there be an oversaturation or not?
Like, I think I like what they're doing this year, of course, with the whole making the analysts choose.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know NBA on TNT has passed. It's gone.
Right. Yeah.
But I will never forget that panel. And mainly because of how much everybody respected. I think his name was Chuck.
Charles Barkley.
Not Charles Barkley. I forget his name.
The
only white dude on the panel.
I have to look at it.
Eddie, I think his name was.
Hold on. NBA on TNT, right?
Hold on.
NBA on TNT.
Ernie Johnson.
Ernie Johnson.
Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley.
Yep.
Mr. Convenient Flock, I'm going to just say, since we're on YouTube only, go fuck yourself. Being a bot in 2025, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, just delete that. Delete that shit.
I can't.
All right. Put him on and shame him. Anyway.
Shame.
Here's the main issue, though. Again, it just seems like no one plays for pride. There's just an instant gratification thing. And now we're doing it where everyone gets a participatory trophy. Everyone gets points. Can't leave someone out. It's like, no. Then what's the point of having a competition if there's no competition? If you're not actually having people compete, if you're not actually having people actually, do their all, give their all, what's the point of having it?
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mr. Cole Johnson was talking about how there are no all-stars in the all-star game. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind the G League boys have it. I think that should be something that they should have. They should have pros versus the G League. Get 5 guys from the pros, not for the All-Star game, but maybe that step below that. Give them some shine.
Maybe like bench riders.
Right. And then have the G League guys come in and have them play against each other. It gives the G League guys more shine. It gives these other guys who were not voted for the All-Star game, but were pretty good players, and give them some shine. I don't mind doing that.
The best of the G League versus the worst of the best.
Yeah.
That's because there's a lot of people who get robbed, so I think that would not work.
Well, that's one thing is like the ones who got robbed are the ones that could get in there.
But here's the problem with that, Victor. And it mainly comes with the fact of LaMelo Ball got robbed a few years back. Imagine LaMelo versus G League player. You think that'd be fair?
No, you're right.
Exactly.
That'd be way too high a level. I mean, you get some guys in there, but I'm just trying to get everyone their shine, but not diminish the game, not diminish the purity of the sport. That's it.
What purity?
Whatever was left back from 96 or 98.
I asked my question again. What purity?
Well, there was some purity in the game. You may not say I did, but it's just now.
The purity was gone in 2003. All right.
Well, there you go. So there was purity.
And it was when LeBron James joined the league.
It became more about music and money.
Hey, I thought it was hilarious when I listened to the NBA commercial and all I heard was the beat to Not Like Us play.
Right.
I was laughing. I think that was against the Raptors as well.
I think so.
That's funny.
My issue is this. At some point, you're going to realize the reason people are leaving is not because, the games are too long. It's not because there's too many threes. It's because there's no cohesion in this game anymore. There's no cohesion in this sport anymore. There's no competition in this sport anymore. Everyone to buddy up and get on super teams and win titles that way instead of like cultivating and say, I want to beat the best, not be with the best. Just that simple.
I think there's not many teams that could save us from that right now.
There are hardly any, if at all. And yet we have to deal with the knucklehead fanalist over and over again.
Stephen A. Not today, but Stephen A.
Right. But it's just like there's a lack of consequences for subpar play. Even if you play like absolute garbage, you're still supposed to get something out of it. And I don't agree. I don't think that's the case.
You know what? How about this? The All-Star MVP's team gets a free playoff spot. There you go. Now watch them start to actually play.
That'd be interesting.
That gives teams who are absolute the opportunity,
right,
to be not.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize it only takes one motivation change to get a team back.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
If you offer up a playoff spot to the All-Star MVP, then watch them fight.
That's true. That's true. But that was just my little 2 cents on the deterioration of the All-Star game.
And that was the random musings of All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our halftime break. This is Snowman in the Morning. Back after this.
morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E. Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Back to Snowman in the Morning. My name is Jordan. I'm joined by Victor.
How's it going?
We just got done talking about the depressing All-Star game.
Yes, indeed.
It's time to get into the main topic. The headliner coming into this weekend.
The main events. Of course,
and it is Super Bowl.
It is the Super Bowl.
I really don't want to even like remotely chat about how bad this this Super Bowl is about to be. Because this is a money grab Super Bowl.
It's a money ball.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all this Super Bowl is going to be. Of course, Deb Whitkiss, the Eagles fan of our crew. I am the Chiefs fan of our crew. So it's Deb Whitkiss versus the hockey god.
It's you versus Deb. There's also Cool Breeze McCain, who's also Eagles fan.
It's Mrs. Moneymaker versus the hockey god.
Right.
Because she's the one that provides our parlays on our Sunday coverage of football. Bishop Bolinko, I have a question. Did anyone think this is going to be the Super Bowl?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
No. That is correct. This Super Bowl is about to be a whole lot of... I'm saying that as a Chiefs fan. NFL,
you fool!
This is treacherous. I didn't want this. Nobody wanted this.
I'm pretty sure the Buffalo Bills didn't want it.
Too bad they took a big fat.
I don't know if I wanted it that much.
wanted this. Nobody wanted this.
The Eagles versus the Chiefs again.
We got a survey and asked, who do you want to see in the Super Bowl? Chiefs, Eagles. Survey says.
Well, then why did they give? Well, it's not like they gave it to us. It's just how the game was played out, honestly. It's what it is. I mean, I was for damn sure my Cowboys weren't going nowhere near it, so when like I was in the picture had to begin with. Let's see. Who else? Commanders would have been a nice change. Commanders would have been a nice touch. The Bills got beat. The Broncos got beat by the Bills. The Ravens beat themselves again. So what were we supposed? The Lions embarrassed themselves horrendously. We got down to what were we supposed to get? What were we supposed to have?
Anything but this. Chiefs Commanders would have been so much better.
Yeah,
personally.
I agree, but I know for a fact that, again, because I know some people from the NFC East, they were, rambling for the Eagles.
I'm sorry. I got to do something, Victor.
Okay.
And you're going to hate me for this, but this is the only way I could think of to bring him in.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
We introduced the Cowboy Killer, Mr. Snowman himself, the owner of this show.
Hey,
wow!
Thank you guys for the first hour segment. Had to get my brain together. And
Cowboy
Cowboy Killer
just beat me down. Okay, I see where this is
Sir,
going.
even if there was a best of 7 series in the NFL, the Cowboys would still find a way to lose in
Game 7.
What you talking about? This Cowboy team would have got swept.
That's true. You got to remember, it's 7 versus 2 seed.
Right. We would have got destroyed.
And you also got to remember, this guy is a fan of your team.
We do not claim him.
Yes, you do.
No,
he's like, sir.
Oh, I
he's
forgot.
Not one of us.
Oh, I forgot we're on YouTube. No, the fuck we don't.
He's not like us. He's not like us. He's not like us.
Exactly. He's not like us.
I know you don't claim him, but I know many Cowboy fans who do. I gotta keep it to a low roar because my wife's in the other office and she's in a meeting. So
okay.
I have one thing to say to Roger Goodell because of the Super Bowl.
You're fired. Yes. Yes.
Should have said that a long time
ago. Say it again, Ray Ray.
You're fired.
Thank you.
Please.
Man, you guys are awesome. Thanks for bringing this aboard.
No problem.
We got Mike Drop Moran at the bottom of the hour, and as I said, I got to keep it to a low roar because my wife's in a meeting. She's working from home, so I got to keep it to a low roar. So what I will probably do is hang around until we bring in Mike Drop Moran, and then Victor, I will let you take it from there.
Okay.
Victor.
You mean
Victor.
The droid is the one that's running it.
You talk about Victor? Playoffs.
You know what I started? Doing?
Now you're gonna make me drag up Jim Mora.
You know what I started doing?
Because all he said was
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yep.
We're worrying about winning the game. You talk about playoffs.
Right.
Use a troll. Troll. Use a troll.
I got him.
Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
The Bot Kids Show joins us in the Fanatics Feedback Zone. He says, "What up, y'all? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well, sir."
Friday.
What I started,
Happy
you know what I started
Friday
doing, and it made me
on
happy.
this YouTube exclusive special of Snowman in the Morning.
Yeah, Victor, we're on YouTube. You can swear, sir.
That I did. I just started to now. I'm like, oh yeah. We don't fucking claim TAM. But I watched something that made me happy, but also upset me so much. It was a top 50 moments of the triplets, and y'all know who the triplets are:
Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, and Emmitt Smith.
Yes. And I started watching Troy Aikman, and this man was throwing dots.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was humming spirals for a bit, and I'm like,
and no one's thrown a spiral like that since then in Cowboy
history. No. And I'm like, why couldn't we have this? Why can't we have this now?
You know, I hate to do this to Victor, but you know, matter of fact, let me put it this way: the Cowboys actually haven't a competent quarterback since Troy Aikman.
Bitch, are you for real?
Oh, but Dak Prescott's a great quarterback. Shit.
Says who? Shit. Dak Prescott's a what?
Dak Prescott's an elite quarterback.
Because yes, Dak.
Right.
Because yes, Dak, it is you. It has always been you. It will always be you forever and ever. And the church rose and said,
"Amen." Let me explain to y'all. You know, I've had people tell me for years, you know, San Francisco has been very lucky to have the dynasty that they had.
Yes.
Well, you want to know what luck is during said dynasty? And I played this earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain play. Droid, what are you listening to? Because I hear talking.
I think it's a list of the tournament.
Oh, what tournament?
The esports tournament, I think it was.
Is that what you're listening to, Droid?
Hmm?
He's asking what are you listening
Invitational?
To? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, San Francisco has had to have a lot of luck during their dynasty run.
I'm sorry. I'm an M80 fan, and the M80 is playing Team Liquid.
That's fine. Including this.
Wayne Gordon into linebacker now for Atlanta. Young trying to
wrong for this.
Getting some pressure now. Tim Green turns him back.
This is vintage Steve Young. Oh, he caught his own ball, tried to score. Unbelievable.
Explain that.
Cheating. He's cheating.
Explain that.
He's cheating.
Explain that to me, please.
I did. He's cheating.
I watched it.
He got the powers of God himself.
Yes.
I watched that play live myself, and I couldn't believe he did that.
Like, what the fuck was that?
Exactly.
No, but it's like,
well, go ahead, Victor.
When I see plays like that, it's like, man, I miss football like that. The old generation of football. I miss it.
You and me both. And me both.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
You got your tokens?
Not yet. We're going to take a break. And when y'all get back, I have something to open.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You'll like it. Trust me. You'll like it.
Oh, my God.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E. Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light-optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
All right. You may be wondering why I'm peeling off my Cardinal sweater here that my beautiful wife got me. There's a piece of business I need to handle before we get Mike Drop Moran up here. I did a thing with the Four Nations competition getting ready to start.
Yeah.
And well, I got something in the mail recently, and per instruction,
no,
this doggone thing.
Oh no,
I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You forwarded that email to us.
You were asleep. so you don't know.
I was not asleep. I was wide awake for that.
He said, I was not asleep. I know I was asleep.
He was snoring louder than me.
I can never I can never snore louder than you.
You never heard him snore? I don't think so. I have. No, I have.
I have, sir. He's fallen asleep on broadcast multiple times.
Oh, yeah, I have, and I snored in this microphone.
Just volume warning, real quick. Let's go.
That ain't nothing.
M80 just took down Team Liquid and has secured themselves into the playoffs.
Playoffs.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
This is courtesy of Fanatics, and this is promoting their Four Nations face-off. Let me get this in the camera here. And you got this very special box. And
if it's a jersey, I'm walking out. If it's a jersey, I walk out.
Inside,
look at
If there's even a Finland jersey in there, I walk out.
Inside this here box, which is going to be a very commemorative. It's a very commemorative box. I got. Give me the right size. Yeah, sure they did. This
USA.
A free jersey.
They gave me. They sent me, and I receive free merchandise, and I'm earning commissions on the sales in compliance with FTC guidelines. I will put after the show. I'll put the link where I put my affiliate link in the description box. And matter of fact, what I'll do is I will do this again after I get back from wound care. But I didn't expect to be chosen, so here goes.
You okay with that, Shorzy? He put himself in the corner.
Where'd he go now?
He put himself in the corner. I don't know why.
Why did he put himself in the corner?
I don't know. He's your on-screen son.
Shorzy, get back up here.
No way, bud. Put someone in the walls.
Not happening, bud.
Bring your candy ass back up here.
Not happening, bud.
So what do you guys think?
I like it.
What do you guys think? You like it?
Mad.
Oh
man. That's a $200 jersey, too. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I got it on the house.
He said, "I'm mad."
He used one of my phrases.
He used
said,
your
I'm
term.
mad.
Yep, he used your term.
He used my term. Oh my God. With the right twang to it.
With the right twang.
Hey, Joy, did you say your dad was from Georgia? Did I?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Georgia.
Very cool.
He's from the deep south.
He's
Nice.
I agree.
My daddy from the deep south, so
He's from deep south.
I am too.
yeah, you ain't from the deep south though, so I get rid of that twang. That's a Dr. K twang, sir.
Dr. K busted me for trying to use that twang. Okay, hers is natural, mine isn't.
Well, where's Tiny from?
Macomb, Mississippi.
Well, you country enough.
Boy, you got...
Look, I'm from the NC, so.
Here's the only problem for me is that I'm not from the South. I'm from Kansas.
By proxy, you're from the South.
Yeah, Kansas is South. Kansas is South.
Not if Kansas is South and Missouri is South. All right,
it is.
It is.
Missouri is not South. I'm sorry. Just because it's in the SEC, don't mean it's from the South.
If it's south of the Donna-Dixon line, it's south.
And aside of that, it's not far from Arkansas.
Nope.
I'd say 2 hours. 2 hours from Arkansas.
You're only saying this to piss me off.
Why are you getting pissed off? Nothing wrong with being from the South. I used to think it was something wrong.
Why are you pissed off, sir?
Oh, maybe because of the thing you're wearing. I don't know.
Did you want him to have one from Canada?
I wanted him to wear Finland proudly, as I am a Barkov fan through and through.
What would you have done if I had a
yeah, he's a Blackhawks fan.
If you had a Finland jersey, I would tell you send that bitch over now.
Oh,
so you
you wouldn't have gotten it. I'm keeping it.
Lord have mercy.
So that this is the only way I could get Shorzy mad.
Now he's gonna do that more. He's gonna do that more often.
Now again, doggone box. Again, this is courtesy of Fanatics. And this is the Four Nations sweater that the USA will be wearing, or one thereof. And where'd it go? Dagnabbit. It moved. To mention that Fanatics sent this to me on the house because I applied to be an affiliate. They sent me this to try out, and I had until Sunday to make a live post about it. I am doing it now during the morning show.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is cool. Got it free, and I'm going to be making money on it when I put the link in the description box on our YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at me like that? What is the matter with you?
Shut up.
He looked by as mad as if he found out that the Chiefs would lose against the Eagles.
Oh, dear God. See, Droid would wake
Go in
up.
timeout.
Yo, rude ass.
Wrong.
Yo, rude ass.
You're in timeout. Timeout's over.
Timeout's over.
Damn, I thought I was going to be allowed to go get some food. Timeout begins again.
I'll give you a full timeout.
You know what? I'm gonna do a shameless plug.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Glitch Energy. I've been an affiliate of them for about 2 years now, and they've had some great stuff. And I'm very much debating convincing this man to my right to, well, technically to my left if you're looking on screen, but shut up, he's to my right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the guy to my right, now left. If you move it again, I swear to God. The man that is on screen.
Now, none of you are on screen.
There.
All right. We are entirely too childish for this.
No, we're not. Because we're doing
right,
it.
we're not. You're right, we're not.
Where's the button?
You fool! Think about this.
Got me up.
Think about this, folks. If you think we're this crazy in football season,
You should see us come baseball.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
well, I
I'm
answered
getting
it.
too old for this.
Well, I answered anyway.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's all the bronsexuals out there.
Oh, goodness gracious. Good Lord.
That's all them damn brown sexuals talk about. My king is the greatest.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Shut up, Victor.
Say it again, Victor.
Shut the absolute bloody fuck up, Victor.
What was that again, Victor?
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
I'm immune. I don't give a shit anymore. I have one more Sunday of football.
And then the season's officially done.
And then season's done.
You're fired.
Here.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
Now Droid's having too much fun pushing all the buttons.
I see that.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
We'll be back. We're going to take a break. We will be back with Mic Drop Moran after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Now let me explain why I did that.
Why did you do that?
Shut up. Because there's someone waiting for us.
All right.
Here she
All
is.
right.
Mic Drop Moran.
Hey.
For the second straight day. How are you, my dear?
I am actually doing very well. Great to be with some handsome gentlemen on a Friday, and go red for Heart Health Day as well. The February is Heart Health Awareness Month, and get yourself checked. I had a dad with serious cardiac problems for a long time, and because he had the right kind of health the right kind of help that he needed at the right time, triple bypass for one, he was able to live to 91. Nice. So that just tells you. So that's why I'm wearing the red today.
My wife wants a 50-year anniversary, and I'm doing everything possible to give her that 50-year anniversary.
She deserves it, man. Yes. Yeah, she does.
Well, there was some news that came down yesterday just as we were signing off the air about one Virginia McCaskey. And Allie, I'll give you the floor on that.
Yes. Virginia McCaskey, the matriarch of the Bears. There's no better way to describe her. Passed away, wasn't unexpected, but she was the embodiment of the Chicago Bears. She was the heart, the soul, the yin, the yang, the everything that was Chicago Bears. She was the daughter of founder George Halas. And as much as I have been critical of some of the moves that they have made, this is a day to celebrate the first woman to ever own a football franchise. It may have been legacy, but she showed everybody else how to do it. She showed everybody the kind of commitment that was needed for for owning a franchise, for taking each player to heart, to care for them, love them, nurture them. I mean, she was the mother of 11 children, and you know, all of them have been involved in the business one way or another for all those years. I have an interesting story about the McCaskies. Before I got into broadcasting, I was an Andy Frayne at Soldier Field, and if you got there 3 hours earlier, you didn't have to stand out in the cold, and you had your choice of suites that you could get into. And I'm very young, you know, and I'm like, oh, I want to be near like media or something like that. And you know, I also guarded Bears locker room, but my most frequent position was as guarding the McCaskey suite. Mr. and Mrs. McCaskey, you never called them Ed and Virginia. You never ever would do that. You know, I felt like curtsying, to be honest with you. Whenever I saw, like, hi, Mr. McCaskey, hi, Mrs. McCaskey. And they, you know, they were just very nice. They always nodded appreciatively. They were always surrounded by people like Irv Kupcinet and, you know, Gene Siskel, you know, all the old, you know, bastions of Chicago celebrity. You know, I'll never forget. I remember Irv Kupcinet in particular because he sidled up to me, gave me his hand. He's like, "Hello, young lady." Hi, Mr. Kupcinet. God, you know, my 20-some-year-old self was just going, God almighty, you know, and he was still, you know, big deal back then, and, you know, did his column and stuff like that. But they would entertain everybody. And the thing that I loved about working for the Chicago Bears in that capacity was they took care of their friends. They really took care of everybody. I mean, they made sure we were fed. They made sure that we were warm enough. If I had a few outside positions, and they made absolute sure that we had the right jackets on, you know, with the Bears logo and all that. And they were just an incredible example of what a franchise could be. And I was not so far away from the Super Bowl years. You know, still, I think by that time Jim Harbaugh was the quarterback by the time I got there. But you know, they, as far as creating an environment and a comfortable atmosphere and providing the right equipment and providing everything from, you know, the least of these, which would have been the Andy Fraynes of the world. You know, it was, you know, my personal experience with them was always a very positive one. And Virginia McCaskey, I mean, God only knows what's going to happen to the franchise now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions to answer. I have a funny security story myself. 1996, when I was doing the one thing I swore I would never do, and that's go to school and have go to school full time and have a job full time.
Oh yeah.
My mom asked me, are you going to drop to part time while you're at school? I was at Chicago State, and I said, no, I think I can handle this. That was a lie.
To be young.
That was a bold-faced lie. But 1996 came the Democratic National Convention.
Mm-hmm.
And I swore to myself, I don't want any part of it. You're not going to make me do it. Yeah, they made me do it. They made me do the overnight shift. First of all, at the United Center.
Love it. What a privileged position to be in.
I was at the United Center. And then the van came and got me and hauled me to the hotel, which stood about 100 stories tall, of where the delegates were staying. Now, there was one rule that we couldn't break. They didn't mind anything else, but there was one rule. Could not eat at the hotel. Yeah. And then all the delegates are marching out with plates the size of my head. But one of the delegates saw me outside nearly falling asleep. I come out, and there's a piece of chocolate cake this big in front of me. And my boss was on the way. And I said, there's no way I'll be able to explain this. There's just no way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm going to lose my job, I'm going to lose my job with a big fat piece of cake in my mouth. Boss comes over. She walks up to me, and she's smiling the whole time. She says, tell me one of the delegates gave that to you. I said, yep, but I was afraid you wouldn't believe me. She went in, came back out, and she says, you can go in there and spend your 15-minute break in there because I think there's some food remaining for you. I went in there, pigged out. Went and pigged out. I come back out. My boss looks at me and she says, do you want to go home now? Yes, I need to go home. She's like, get out of here. I got you for the rest of the night. Get out of here.
Aw, great story. Great story.
So
While I was freezing my ass off at outside working for UPI Radio, trying to get all the interviews with the usurpers and the what do you call it? The protesters outside. That was my job that night. My job for the nights of the convention.
I haven't heard the call UPI Radio in such a long time, man.
Well, they rebranded and as a website. They were one of the first news websites to come up, and they're still around. Oh God, I hope they pay their people now. But
about Chicago State for the 14 years I gave them doing play-by-play. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll say that about Chicago State all day long. We have a special interview coming up next Tuesday, Allie.
We do. Al Lautenschlager is an author. He is Mr. Baseball. Okay. And he just wrote a book about women in baseball. You know, perfect timing. Pitchers and catchers report next week. And this book is profiling several of the women pioneers who helped create baseball for women in the United States. We're talking about Justine Siegel, who was the founder of Baseball for All, the first person to ever pitch in spring training for Major League Baseball players. And the thing is, he's got dozens of stories. And so he's going to be with us next Tuesday, February 11th, in my time slot. And we're just going to bombard Al with questions, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
We got a lot of questions coming for him, but I'm so looking forward to that interview. That is next Tuesday. It'll be 12:35 Eastern, 11:35 Central.
I'm excited too, and I want to send one shout out to my friend Kurt Scholl, who told me about this interview possibility. And thank you, Kurtie. I appreciate it. You're a doll.
Thank you, Kurt. I've shared stories of Allie and I working together when we covered the Sky for 4 years when they played out at Rosemont Horizon. I still cannot say Allstate Arena for the life of me. It's all right. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Get with the program.
I come in and I'm hearing Ray Clay warming up saying, "Welcome to Allstate Arena." I look at him and he looks at me and he goes, "Allstate Arena?" I said, "Ray, I didn't come up with this. You didn't come up with this." And he's laughing the whole time. Ray was the longtime voice at UIC, and of course, he was a longtime PA voice for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Man, one of the most exciting games that Allie and I did. We were playing Indiana, as a matter of fact. I get my equipment, I set up. Allie's with me. We're rolling along, and Indiana just gets out to this major 14-point lead. And Allie's about to put an epitaph in it, and I said, "Not so fast. I think they got to run left. I think they got to run left in them." Cut it to 10 by halftime. Indiana's up 16 at the end of 3, up 14 with 5 minutes left. And me and my, how did Bugs Bunny put it? Me and my big fat mouth.
You sound like Urkel.
Now the comeback begins. Do you know these women erased that deficit and won? As the clock, how did Jim Durham put it? As the clock went dead.
That was a great one.
I didn't have a voice for 2 days.
Yep. I get you.
Speaking of not having a voice, Unrivaled League has a voice, and you have the latest stats and standings going on with the Unrivaled League. Do you know?
I do. And interestingly enough, okay. Sue Bird, who's one of the key investors in the league, brought up something that was very interesting. You know how many views that Unrivaled got on TikTok? They got 31 million views on TikTok.
Yipe.
Okay. The thing is that more people are tuning in, and I think it's a generational thing. They're worried about ratings, but remember when 3-on-3 became popular?
Yeah.
Remember, it's my kid and anybody who's anywhere between the ages of, say, 15 and 32 grew up on small screens. They grew up on the TikTok videos. They grew up on social media. And the thing is that the traditional media does not interest them in any way, shape, or form. They're not crazy about sitcoms. They really don't watch things like the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm serious. This is how the world views it nowadays. Is it on TikTok or is it on YouTube? That's the question.
Twitch.
Or Twitch,
Twitch, because Twitch is a lot of gamer territory.
That's right.
I didn't know that until the day I put my morning show on there, and everybody's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah,
Avenue. Why not?
So, so the thing is, with they're averaging almost 200,000 viewers on TBS and TNT and what is it, True TV, and but the thing is, they say that the reason for this maybe lack of viewership is number one, it's a new league, blah blah blah. But my thing is that they really have to look at where the social media is taking them now instead of at the regular ratings, because that tells me that this league, the Unrivaled League, is a hit with the younger generation who grew up with 3-on-3 basketball, right? Who grew up watching, playing it on the street, going to the tournaments. There was always that big one in Grant Park every year. So it's a hit with the younger generation, which is what you want. And it's, they will have that buying power someday, that the TNT and TBS. And I do believe that just like the WNBA, they will kind of more catch fire. And you can also tell that the big effect that they don't have is with the older generation yet. Like you and me, Brian. I won't say anything about our compadre here because he looks young.
I'm 21, man. He is younger. He is younger than my youngest child.
Good God,
Brian, and that's why I call.
Brian, you're younger than my father, though. That's the thing.
You're a baby.
My father's 54.
Mm-hmm.
You're 51.
He's younger than my youngest child. That's why I tease him so much.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. The other point I did want to make with Unrivaled is that they are definitely suffering from the lack of Caitlin Clark being in there.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark is that rare multi-generation player, as a parent, I want to just hug her. I want to be protective of this young woman.
Right.
Yeah, and so she's that rare player. The ones that you have in the league, Nafisa Collier, Angel Reese, et cetera. They are, they're scrappers, and they're just a different entity than Caitlin is. So, if Caitlin was in there, probably the older folks would be in there too. But I think that's part of the reason. My thoughts only, nobody else's.
Right.
That said, we got.
Listen, Caitlin Clark would have put them over the top easily.
Oh yeah.
She'd have put them over the top easily.
Yeah.
The problem is, you got players in Unrivaled that sort of kind of maybe don't like Caitlin Clark because she did transform the WNBA.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, is like, because it seems like Caitlin is a nod to that more old school, be about your game type of basketball player. And it just seems like, because you can't attach a hashtag to Caitlin, it's like people give her a little bit more criticism, which is so annoying to me, because like, she's doing what she's supposed to do. She loves game basketball, and she's playing game basketball.
Victor and I talked about it off the air, and he asked me the same question. He says, why are people hating on Caitlin Clark when all she wants to do is what she's supposed to do, which is play basketball? Caitlin Clark, though she's only 22 years old, is about as old school as it gets. That's why she didn't play in the Olympics. That's why she's not. I wanted her to do the NBA All-Star game, but I understand why she turned it down, because she wants her first All-Star appearance to be at home. Is Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And I'm working hard to get credentials for the entire crew to be there, so we all can witness that. I'm putting Jody on the list, I'm putting Allie on the list, I'm putting Victor on the list. We are all, and I'm calling this right now, we are all going to be at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. And do not be surprised. I will say that I'll put this out in the universe right now. Do not be surprised if there is a venue change in Indianapolis. Because if they can do it at the last minute in Dallas, they can do it at the last minute in Indianapolis. There are going to be people that want to see Caitlin Clark do her thing at WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis. So I'll say again, do not be surprised if at the last minute there's a venue change from Cambridge Fieldhouse to a little place I know about a block and a half away we like to call Lucas Oil Stadium.
Now that would be an interesting venue for it. So
you know, it would produce the largest crowd in the history of the WNBA All-Star Game. And they just set the record in Phoenix, Arizona. They just set the record in Phoenix. If they somehow got smart and moved the venue to Indianapolis, one, every person I know within an hour of Indianapolis will be trying to buy tickets or scalp the daylights out of them.
Oh yeah.
Secondly, you would have 67,000 people in Indianapolis before you can blink your eyes.
Yeah.
Which brings the argument that Allie and I have talked about for a long time. Why doesn't the NCAA get a clue and move their Final Four to major stadiums? Like we're talking 30,000 and above, because the only place where they have done that in recent history has been the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas.
I think most of them are still just scared. They're still just scared. They're like, we're not quite sure if it's going to sell out. Like, give it a chance. Give it a chance. You'll be surprised how many people will come in droves for that game.
Do you know what they did at Carver Hawkeye Arena?
Yeah.
Every home game for 4 years.
That's right. Yeah, miracles can happen, and they happened all the time last year. And I mean, so many games had to be moved when Caitlin Clark was playing. So I'm all for that, and that would be great. I would love to see that would happen. So that's great. By the way, we got to do one thing. We got to talk about Angel Reese. We got to
hold on. I'm sorry. I got scared just now.
Why?
Because the way that you said we got to talk about Angel Reese sound like a mother.
And the look on her face.
It's like a mother who's like, you gotta talk to
mother. The look on her face when she says, we gotta do one thing. We gotta talk about Angel Reese. The look on her face, the look of a parent, okay?
Yes.
And I've given that look to my children.
That tone of voice was like a mother who's like, I ain't having it. And you're like, oh boy.
Well, Jody has said so many times, she's made the joke, you know, I'm meaner than you. I said, yeah, because you raised all these kids before I showed up. And now they know who I am, and they know we both don't play.
Right? That's right. Yep. But I actually wanted to say something amazing about Angel Reese. And that was that McDonald's announced its first ever meal special with a female athlete.
Oh, wow.
They did.
Yeah, they for a limited time only, which is why we got to get this out there. The Angel Reese special features a barbecue bacon quarter pounder with cheese, topped with a new barbecue sauce.
Stop! It's lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. You're not making this easy on me.
Now you know where to go, right? And plus, you get French fries and a drink. And so I mean, it is lunchtime. So get to McDonald's, go order yourself an Angel Reese special. And
For
and
everyone in
to
Chicago, the Angel Reese special is there for a limited time. So I am promoting it. Allie's promoting it. Go get one. All right.
I'm going to go get one. I'm going to see if Greggy and I can have that for dinner tonight. So
let's really help Angel Reese out and get her really straightened out, because this is an amazing deal that McDonald's has put together. And the way Allie described it, damn, I got to go to wound care in 45 minutes, and I'm going to be wanting one when I come out of the doggone thing.
You'll get there.
Gosh. All right, we got to get Allie. Thank you very much, my dear. We all love you, sis. And
we love you too.
We will talk to you next week. Can't wait for the interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Take care.
We now have a time for our Super Bowl special, 4 p.m. on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, 3 p.m. Central time.
Who y'all got before we go? Who y'all got for?
I already said who I got.
Wonder.
Right.
I already said who I got.
Yeah, I think it was a clean sweep here.
It's a clean sweep. Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes gets it done, but it's going to be a high scoring game.
Yes, it is.
It's good.
Y'all are gonna jinx it. You know what? If we lose, I'm blaming you.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Because you jinxed it.
You can't say I jinxed it. You're wearing the doggone shirt.
Right.
You jinxed it.
I rest my case.
I am the one that's the Chiefs fan here, not you, sir.
Bitch, I'm the parent. You ain't.
Okay.
You're not no parent of mine.
On that note,
let's get on out of here, folks. Our Super Bowl pregame is 4 p.m. We'll take you to the kickoff, and we'll take you through the game with our live stream coverage as well. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. And today starts our road to Santa Clara. So long,
10 a.m. Don't forget, tomorrow at 10 a.m., Vic A. Law will be taking on Espresso McCoffee on No Credentials Required.
It's a detective show-off.
Yes, it is.
As I mentioned today, with this show, we start laying our road to Santa Clara, and we hope to see y'all in Santa Clara for 60. But for right now, enjoy Super Bowl 59. We're out of here. See you Monday.
Care.